Hey, shalom, Israel, shalom, shalom. Hey, first and foremost, I want to get all praise to the Most High, Yahweh, in the name of His Son, Yahweh Shah. And, I just did a video on black people are the original Jews or the real Jews. I just did a video on that yesterday. I just dropped it yesterday. But now I'm finna make a video really going along with that video I just made yesterday. But I'm gonna talk about a few more things like the curse of Deuteronomy 28 chapter. You probably been hearing about the curse of Deuteronomy 28, but you don't know them. So you like, I know he keeps saying something about the curses of Deuteronomy 28 and that we fit them, but what are the curses? Like, what they at? So I'm gonna break down some of the curses of Deuteronomy 28, and I'm gonna show you some scriptures proving that the original people, the original Hebrews, the Hebrew Israelites are a dark race of people, a melanated people. They can't be those white people over there in Jerusalem that's calling themselves Jews, because in the Bible they call us black. You know what I'm saying? We was a dark race of people. Just like the Egyptians was a dark race of people, we were a dark race of people. You know what I'm saying? We are a dark race of people, not wood, my Salakia. We are a dark race of people, just like the Egyptians. I'm just gonna break down some scriptures to prove that because the Bible don't lie. The Bible ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm finna cut everything up. Everybody talking about the old Jewish people, that white people, that God chosen people, that they're the Israelites. All that stuff finna get cut up in this video by the curses. The curses cut up anything. The curses really show you who the Israelites is according to the Bible, just by these curses. And I don't have to get all of them. I don't have to get all the curses to prove to you that we the chosen people, because we fit these curses. Let me get them real quick. I'm going to start with Deuteronomy 28. All right. Deuteronomy 28 and 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field. So these are the curses that were put upon us from the Most High. The Most High put a curse on His chosen people because we were disobeying Him. We wasn't keeping His laws, statutes, and commandments. We was out here worshiping these other gods, following these other nation customs. So He put a curse on us. So He said, "Cursed shall I be in the city." Who is cursed in the city? You feel what I'm saying? If you look around the city, New York, Baltimore, Louisiana, all those LA, all those bigger cities. You don't have to look at the bigger cities, even the smaller cities. Who are cursed in the city? Who you see mostly homeless? Who you see getting shot down by the police, by gun violence, brothers killing brothers in the hood? Who cursed in the cities? That'd be the blacks and Latinos. We are the chosen people. Are the white people, or the Jewish people cursed in the city? Are those Jewish people with the yarmulkes on their head or with the tassels on, are they cursed in the city? Are they struggling in the city? Do you see those Jewish people with the yarmulkes on their head begging for change? You don't see that because they're not talking about them. And it says, "And cursed shall I be in the field." Was white people cursed in the field? Who was cursed in the field? Who was picking cotton day in and day out? Who was getting whipped day in and day out? Who was getting their kids snatched from them day in and out? Blacks and Latinos. This don't have nothing to do with those Jewish people. How can they be the real Jews? They don't even fit the first curse I said. The real Jews gonna fit all these curses, cause he curses specifically on a chosen people that the Most High chose to be His people. So if you look at these curses gonna tell you or show you who the chosen people are. Just look around you. When I read these curses, just look around right now or go into history, and history will prove to you that we are the chosen people by these curses. So I'm going to Deuteronomy 28 and 30. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. What happened in slavery? You had a wife, you betrothed a wife, you got a woman to be your wife, and what? When white man wanted to have sex with your wife, he just came and took her out of nowhere. And you couldn't do nothing, because if you did something, you were going to get put to death. So you really couldn't do nothing. So it say, thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Thou shalt build a house, and thou shalt not dwell in it. So you gonna build? Why he say you shall build a house and not dwell in it? Because you building up a house, right? But they sold slaves. They had auction blocks when they put the slaves up, and other slave masters would come and look at the slave. Grab the slave testicles. They'll grab the woman's breast to try them out to see if they'd be a good slave for them. They'll sell them. That's why the man, a woman couldn't dwell in their house that they built up, because they'll get sold to another plantation. So they wouldn't be able to enjoy their house that they just built. So it's like, thou shalt not dwell, thou shalt plant a vineyard and shalt not gather the grapes thereof, because you're going to get sent to another plantation. You will build a house up But you will kind of have your head like, am I gonna really be able to dwell in this house? Am I gonna really be able to build this house up before I get sold? Cause you didn't know if you were gonna be able to stay in your house or not. Cause you don't know when you're gonna get sold to another plantation away from your family, so you didn't know that. So Deuteronomy 28:32, thy sons, thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thy eyes shall look and fill with longing for them all the days long, and shall not be a mite in thy hand. So it says, thy sons, thy daughters shall be given unto another people. What happened in slavery? They sold our children to different plantations away from our family. You can look up movies, Roots, 12 Years a Slave, Django, all these movies when these slaves get sold by the children get sold to another plantation away from their family. That's how we were split up. You feel what I'm saying? Look at The Color Purple. I don't know, yeah, Color Purple when they split up. I think when Oprah kids got split up. Yeah, Oprah kids got split up. I think that had something to do with. I ain't seen the Color Purple in a while, but I remember her kids getting split up. I can't remember if that had something to do with slavery. But just look at all these movies that they make about slavery, and look up history. It tells you that our kids was getting taken away from their parents, and that's one of the curses. Thy son, thy daughter shall be given to another people, and thy eyes shall look and fill with longing. So the only thing you could do was look. You couldn't be like, no, you ain't taking my kids. You couldn't pull the fire and shoot them. You really couldn't fight them, because if you did that, you're gonna get put to death. You know what I'm saying? So the only thing you really could do is look and cry, because you couldn't do nothing about it. You know, like, you had to take it. And it shall be no might in thy hand. So you're gonna look at your kids getting taken away from you. You're gonna fail. You're gonna cry. You won't have nothing in your hand to fight back with. That's why it says it will be no might in your hand. You ain't have no gun. You ain't have no sword. You ain't have nothing. You ain't have nothing in your hand. You just had to watch your kids get took away from you. Did the Jewish people get their kids took away from them? Hold up. Did the Jewish people even go into slavery? Did the Jewish people even go into slavery? Do these three curses that I already read already, do they fit the Jewish people? Do they fit the white people? They don't. They don't fit them, bro, because this is not about them. These curses are on the black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, God's chosen people. These are who the curses are on. You know what I'm talking about? So I got Deuteronomy 28:37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations when the Lord shall lead thee. So he said we'll come an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword. Cause back then we wasn't no astonishment, no proverb, and a byword. We was kings and princesses on the earth. They knew who we were. The other nations back then knew who we were. Hold up, Salaki. They knew not to mess with us, cause they knew that the God of Israel was only our God. So they knew what was up. But now it's one of the curses that will be called a astonishment, a proverb, and a byword. That's one of the curses. Though that's why we were in slavery. They called us, even to this day, they call us niggers, porch monkeys, wetbacks, rednecks. I mean, it's like redskins. They call the Native Americans redskins. Jigaboo. All these proverbs and byword. They call black. Black is a proverb and byword too, because we not, you know what I'm saying, that's not our nationality. We think our nationality black. African American is a proverb and byword. We're not really African American. That term was just invented, I think, in 1987 by Jesse Jackson. I think that's when that term was invented. You know, we the original people. You think we was calling ourselves black and African American back then? If we been here, that term was just invented. So how are we African American? How are we black? It was a proverb and bywords. Puerto Rican, proverb and byword. Mexicans, proverb and byword. That is not your real nationality. That's not who you are. That name was given to you by your oppressors. They gave you those bywords and proverbs and astonishments. Those are not us. We the Israelites, and we knew at a point in time. We knew that we was the Israelites. We knew that we was the Jews at a point in time. But slavery, they beat that out of us. They gave us Christianity. They gave all these religions. They don't have nothing to do with the Bible. They have nothing to do with us. But they gave that to us, so we lost who we were, and they gave us all these names, so we start calling ourselves that. They call us black, we black then. Afro Latino, we Afro Latino just because they say we Afro Latino. That's not who you are. You an Israelite according to the Bible. Don't hurt me. Deuteronomy 28:41. Thou shalt begot sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they will go into captivity. So he said we're going to have sons and daughters, but we won't be able to enjoy them. You know, when you have a child, he growing up, you get to watch his first steps. You know, you just watch him to grow into a young adult, adult. You know, you know, the woman enjoys breastfeeding the kid. All those moments when he's younger, his first word, his first meal he ever ate. You know, you enjoy that. You know, not in this generation we enjoy that. You know, we remember that forever. But it said you won't enjoy that because your kid can go into slavery. So as soon as your child be able to walk, he going into slavery. So you won't be able to enjoy his first word. You know, you want to be able to watch him grow up. You know, because he gonna get sold. He might get sold to another plantation. So you won't even be able to watch him grow up. You know, it's a picture on Google. You go to, the child had to be about 4 or 5 years old, bro. Maybe younger than that. She probably was 3. Go look at that picture on Google. It's a child picking cotton at 3 years old. It's on Google. At 3 years old is a so-called black little child. She's a girl, a child picking cotton at 3 years old. 3 years old now. So our parents didn't be able to enjoy their time they had with their child because she had to go into slavery when she started walking. You know what I'm talking about? And then the Jewish people didn't go through that. They called themselves this why you know, it's kind of upsetting and it don't make sense. They call themselves Jews, Jewish people. They say they from the tribe of Judah. They don't fit none of these curses. They don't fit nothing in the Bible. That's why in Revelations 2 and 9, Revelation 3 and 9, the Bible called them the synagogue of Satan, because that's what they are, the synagogue of Satan, because they don't fit none of these curses, bro. These Jewish people living it up right now. They wicked as hell. The Pope, all those people wicked as hell, bro. All these Jewish people wicked as hell. They not, because they taking our identity. Especially them high elite Jewish people, they wicked as hell. Sucking people blood, sucking little kids' blood, having sex with little kids. I seen a video of the Pope slapping a little kid. You know, he holding a little kid crying. He slapped a little kid. The parents trying to take the kid away from the Pope. He out there trying to kiss the kid, holding the kid. Niggas weird, bro. How are the chosen people niggas doing stuff like that in the church? In the church now, in the church you have pictures statues of the Pope and a little kid grabbing at the Pope nuts. All type of weird stuff, bro, going on. But yet they God chosen people. But yet they God chosen people. They God chosen people doing stuff like that. Matter of fact, the Jewish people funded the transatlantic slave trade. So how are they the people of the Bible and they people funded the transatlantic slave trade? They are imposters. And if you watching this, if you a so-called black person, you are the real Jews. You are a real Jew. If you're a so-called black, Latino, Native American, we are the real Israelites. You know what I'm talking about? We are the real Israelites. And why you know why I kind of split up like that? It say, because Southern Kingdom are the real Jews. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, which are the so-called Negroes, the so-called Jamaicans, and so-called Haitians. We are the real Jews, bruh. We are the real Jews. But Northern Kingdom, which are like the Hispanics, majority of Hispanics, like Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Guatemalans, the Panamanians, Mexicans, so on and so forth. They're not the Jews, but they Israelites, though. We're the same people, though. We're the same people, but they just not Jews, but we're the same people. We, like us, we Jews and Israelites. But Northern Kingdom, they Israelites, but they not Jews though. But we still part of the same family. You know, we still from the same family. Nothing changed. We still got love for each other. We just the Jews though. We just the Jews. You know what I'm talking about? We Jews and Israelites. But Northern Kingdom would be just the Israelites. But we still family though. I don't want nobody to get confused on that, because when I say blacks are the real Jews, Some northern kingdoms probably be like, 'cause they probably don't know no better, be like, they probably say that all of us, all 12 tribes are the Jews. No, just southern kingdom are the Jews. But we all Israelites though. We all family at the end of the day though. But that they took our identity, which are the Jews. That's why those Jewish people they took the black people identities. Took our identity, my bad. Deuteronomy 28 and 43. And they all these curses I read so far only fit a certain group of people. Only fit the blacks and Latinos. They don't fit the Jewish people, these curses I just read so far. Deuteronomy 28 and 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. So he's saying the stranger that is with thee shall get up very high, and we shall come down very low. So at one point in time, that tells you right there, we was at high. Because you have to be at high to come down low. So he's saying the strangers that is within us shall get above thee very high. So these strangers, which are these other nations, these East Indians, these Arabs, these Chinese people, these Japanese people, these white people, these East Indian people, all these nations that was below us, because it was a point in time that we was ruling, bruh. We was kings and princesses of the earth. And these other nations was below us. They was our slaves and our servants. They were scared of us, bro. They feared us. They feared us because they knew that the God of Israel was on our side. They didn't try us like that until we started going off and disobeying the Most High and disobeying His commandments. That's when they started trying us, because they knew the Most High wasn't with us, because we were disobeying His laws. But once we listened to the Most High, they couldn't touch us, bro. And they knew that. They were below us, bro. They was below us. But the curses say, the stranger that within thee shall get above thee very high. So the stranger that was below you in those times, they're going to be above you in these times. And we're going to be low. It's talking about us. It's not talking about the Jewish man. The Jewish man is on high right now. You know what I'm saying? The Jewish people own Hollywood, bro. They make the money, bro. They make all the money, bro. We in the slums and the ghettos. We in the projects, bro. We in the traps. What Jewish people in the trap, bro? What kind of Jewish man say, hey, come on, I'm finna slide to the trap right now? What Jewish man saying that, bro? No Jewish man ever, never in your life have you heard a Jewish man say, hey, let's slide to the trap. Hey, cuz, you trying to go to the projects, bro? I got my game over there in the projects. Trying to play the game in the PJs. You ain't heard no Jewish man. When have you seen a Jewish man in the slums? You're not going to see that because they ruling right now, bro. Those Jewish people are ruling right now. And it says, that shall come down very low. So we at low right now. Because that's one of the curses that was put on us for disobeying the Most High, bro. But our people come back to the Most High and the commandments. We come back to the Most High. We're going to be back on top. And these other nations going to be below us. There ain't going to be no equal towards us in the kingdom. There ain't going to be no everybody joining hand in hand in the Bible like the Christian church say. I mean, like, ain't gonna be ain't gonna be no joining hands in heaven. My bad, in heaven, like the Christian church say. And ain't gonna be none of that. They're gonna be Israelites back on top like they was in the beginning, and these other nations gonna be below us. That says the Most High. I got Deuteronomy 28 and 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies. So the Bible telling you that we got an enemy. So everybody walking around thinking everybody the same, that we don't got no enemy, that everybody, joining hand in hand, everybody one and one, everybody equal. That's not true. Certain people got enemies. Therefore shall thou serve thy enemies, with the Lord shall send against thee in hunger. It say we're gonna serve our enemies that the Lord give us in hunger. Where we gotta go to get food? So who owns Subway? Who owns McDonald's? Who owns Chick-fil-A? Who owns Zaxby's? Who owns Zackadoodles? Who owns Huddle House? Waffle House? Who own these places? Who own these? Are we own them? Do we own those places? It said we should go to our enemies for hunger. We should go to our enemies for hunger. You know what I'm saying? So who? Even if we do own our own business, our own food businesses, we still have to go to them to get the stuff that we need for our business. We still have to pay them. You know what I'm saying? For the stuff that we get for our businesses. You know, so technically we really not owning nothing, bro. Everything go right back to them. So I say, therefore thou shalt send them again in hunger and in thirst. So it said we shall go to our enemy for thirst. You know, this water right here. Who you think own this water right here? Who you think own this water right here? You think a black person or a Hispanic person own this water right here, spring water? You think a black or Hispanic own that? Gatorade? You think a black or Hispanic person own Gatorade, Powerade? You think a black or Hispanic person own Powerade? He said we shall go to them for hunger and in thirst. So we have to go to them for everything now. At a time they had to try to come to us for everything, but now we have to go to. Now is the time that we have to go to them for everything because this is one of the curses. So we're gonna go to them for hunger and in thirst and in nakedness. So we have to go for them for clothes now. We have to go to them to buy clothes now. You know, Nike, Polo, Under Armour, Adidas. They owning that stuff, bro. We're not owning none of that stuff. They owning that stuff. We have to go to them for everything now. Everything that we want, everything that we desire, we have to get to them. We have to go to them for it. And like I said before, like I just said, yes, we can have our own businesses. Yes, we can have our own clothing line. But at the end of the day, all your money still going to the white people. You still have to buy the stuff that you need for your business from their stores. So really, you still going to them for everything. Cause you have to buy stuff from them to start your business. You feel what I'm saying? Deuteronomy 28:54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil towards his brother and towards the wife of his children, which he shall lead. Who is this? I'm not finna wrap it up. No, I'm gonna start. I gotta go back to work though. But after I finish the curses, I'm gonna make another video. I'm gonna put both of the videos together. But I'm making another video on about the Bible, when they call us black in the Bible, stuff like that. I ain't done after the curse. I just gotta go back to work. So after I get out of work, I'm gonna finish the video while I left off at. But hold up, Slack. You do remember 28:54. So that the man is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil towards his brother. So who it say this is one of the curses. So back then in ancient time, we used to be friendly towards each other. You know, we didn't have an evil eye towards our brother. We loved our brother. You feel what I'm saying? We hugged our brother. We dapped our brother up. When we seen him, we ain't had no evil eye towards our brother. We ain't look up and down towards our brother when we seen him. We had love towards our brother. But now I say, hold up, Slocky. What's up?
Call your daddy and see if your pop wanted us to ask him earlier about bringing that trailer and stuff around here.
Yeah.
But see if he can bring it around here on lunch right quick.
Alright, so I think he went back to the school though. I think he had to school though. He had to go back to work though.
Yeah, like you can't get it?
Huh?
Papa?
Nah.
Oh.
I'll call him though and see though.
Alright, cause your papa asked us earlier to ask if he come around here or not. Did he come around here?
No, I don't think so.
So you want us to ask him if he come around here or not to bring the trailer and stuff over here with it?
He said don't bring or bring it.
Bring it so he can use it.
Okay, alright. Alright, bet. So we had back in the ancient time, we had a very loving love towards our brother. You know, we didn't, you know what I'm saying, we didn't look up and down at our brother. Our brother looked at us funny. You know, we didn't really try to fight him. It was all love, you know. We it was all family. We knew that we was all family. We had Hispanics and blacks. You know, we see each other. Hey, what's up? You need you need anything out? You good? You know, I got some food in the house. You want to get some food? We were loving towards each other. But now it says his eye shall be evil towards his brother. Do the Jewish man have an evil eye towards his brother? Do you see a Jewish man killing another Jewish man? Have you even heard that before? A Jewish man killing another Jewish man. Have you ever heard that before? But you have heard of black on black crime, haven't you? You heard that before. Yeah, that's one of the curses, that we have an evil eye towards our brother. So instead of us being tender and delicate towards our brother, now we're gonna have an evil eye towards our brother. So now we're gonna look at our brother up and down and walk past him. Now we're gonna mean mug our brother because he got the new Jordans and I don't. Now we gonna look at him funny. Now we gonna bump into our brother on purpose just to start something, try to fight. That's what's going on now. Because that's a curse. But the Jewish people not going through that. The Jewish people don't got nothing to worry about. They don't got to worry about another Jewish man killing them. So that tells you right there they not the real Jews because they not fitting these curses. And it says, and towards the wife of his child which he shall lead. So he'll have an evil eye towards the wife of his child. Hold on, let me get that again. He's and very delicate. His eyes shall be evil towards his brother and towards the wife of his children which he shall lead. Who is this, bro? Who is this, bro? Bro, these Jewish people don't fit shit, bro. They making me mad. They not fitting this, bro. They not fitting this. We ain't have a Jewish man ever felt some type of way about his wife and left the children. This is so-called black and Latinos to a T. These are the so-called black and Latinos to a T. It says the man shall have an evil eye towards his wife and he gonna lead a child. That's black and Latinos. That's why so many single mothers with children. Because the man felt some type of way about the woman. He leave. Now the child has to be raised by just his mother. That's in the black and Latino community. So I'm talking about these Jewish people not fitting this, bro. This is talking to us, specifically us. I know people like to say the Middle Easterns could be Israelites, the Asians. They're not fitting this either. Not just the Jewish people. The Asians not fitting these curses. The East Indians not fitting these curses. These Chinese people not fitting these curses. These Japanese people not fitting these curses. The Arabs not fitting these curses. These Samoans not fitting these curses. They're not fitting these curses, bro. Only a specific people are fitting these curses right now. For I'm talking about, everybody can't say they're Israelite. Everybody can't say they're the Jews. They're not fitting these curses. You know what I'm saying? They're not fitting these curses. So I got two more before I end this, but I'm gonna come back though after I get done working. Cause I go ahead and go to work. But Deuteronomy 28:64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people. So we scattered among all people. This is us. We scattered among all people. You can go to China. You can go to China, Japan, the UK. You know what I'm saying? Jamaica, Haiti. You will find a black and Latino. We'll be there. You go to Mexico, you'll find a black person there. You feel what I'm saying? We there. We scattered among all the people. Our homeland is originally Jerusalem. But now we in the we brought to different places on slave ships. We got sent to different places. So that's why we scattered among everybody, because slave ships took some of us to different places. That's why we there. Feel what I'm saying? So he said we'll be scattered among all people from the end of the earth even unto the other, and there shall thou even unto the other people, and there thou shalt serve other gods. So he's telling us, and with the land that we get sent to, we're gonna serve other gods. We're gonna forget about him. You know what I'm saying? We're going to forget about the Most High. We're going to serve other gods, which neither thy nor thy fathers have known. So we're going to serve gods our forefathers didn't even know about. You know what I'm saying? Even wood and stone. Even wood and stone. So he said we're going to get here and serve gods, wood and stone. What wood do we serve, bro? What wood do we serve that people like to worship? They wear a cross on it. You know what I'm saying? Some people have that type of wood I'm talking about in their yard. The cross. I'm talking about the cross. Our people worship the cross, bro. Our people worship the cross. They have crosses on their shirts. Some people have crosses, wooden crosses in their yard, crosses on their necklace, cross earrings. Our people worship the cross, the wooden crosses. That image of the cross. This is what they're talking about. Wood and stone. What do our people say they're Muslim? What they worship? What they pray to? What they pray to? That black copper stone, right? That's a stone, ain't it? This is us, bro. This is us. Our people do that stuff, bro. We got that from when our people say they Muslim. That's the Arab. I think that's Arab East Indian. One of them. I think it's Arab. I'm tripping. It's the Arab's religion. You feel what I'm saying? The Arabs, they was doing that stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Our people came over here in a land, start saying they want to be a Muslim, so they start praying to a stone, the copper stone. I think that's what it's called, the copper stone. That black stone they pray to in Mecca, the stone. This is a curse right now. This is a curse in the Bible right now. This is no. You can go to these right now. I ain't tripping. This is a curse. So this my last one. Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. So he said he's gonna bring us into Egypt again. Egypt just means bondage. You know, because we was in slavery in Egypt. So he said he's gonna bring us into Egypt again. It's another slavery that we're gonna go into. And I'm gonna prove that. Exodus 20:2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. So he said we're gonna go into Egypt again. He meant we're gonna go into bondage again, slavery again. This is one of the curses that was gonna happen to us if we didn't follow the Most High. He said we're gonna go into bondage again with ships. So he's saying this time, because in Egypt we didn't go into Egypt with ships. We didn't leave Egypt with ships. We just walked into Egypt and walked out of Egypt. We didn't have to go with ships. But he's saying this time, this slavery we're gonna go into, we're gonna go in with ships. What people went into slavery on ships? Like I said before, I'm gonna ask you again. Did the Jewish people go into slavery on ships? Did the Chinese people go into slavery on ships? Did the Japanese people go into slavery on ships? Did the East Indians go to slavery on ships? Did the Africans go into slavery on ships? Did the Arabs go into slavery on ships? No. This is talking to a specific group of people, the Israelites. A lot of people don't know that Hispanics went into slavery on ships. A lot of people don't know that. Yes, Hispanic went into slavery on. You had some Native Americans going to slavery on ships. You had some of them already here, but you had some going to slavery on ships. You had some, Hispanics sent to Spain. We was sent here. They were sent to Spain. By I think Christopher Columbus. I think it was somebody. I don't know if it was Christopher Columbus, but somebody sent them to Spain. That's why they speak Spanish now. Spanish not our original language. Our original language is Hebrew. We were all speaking Hebrew. But just like when we came over here, they beat English into us. They beat Spanish into the Hispanics and Native Americans. You know what I'm talking about? They beat that into them. So that's why they speak that. But we speak English. Our slave master beat that into us. Both of us. So it says, thou shalt come over here in slavery again with ships by the way wherever I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there you shall be sold unto your enemies. He said we shall be sold. That's why I say we have enemies. All through the Bible, the Israelites had enemies. These other nations were literally trying to kill you, bro. These other nations hated you with a passion. Still to this day, these other nations hate you with a passion. And I'm going to tell you why and how I know these other nations hate you with a passion. Because regeneration real. If you didn't know, regeneration, reincarnation real. So those same people that had you in slavery back then, and then the same people that was hanging you, raping you, doing all type of wickedness to you, feeding your babies to alligators, these same people are on the earth today. It's that same spirit that they had, that same soul is on the earth today. That's why racism never gonna stop. That's why they're gonna continue to hate you, because them are the same people that was back then. That they probably had died. Those people that probably that hung you, they done died. Now they back here again. They are here right now again with that same spirit that they had. That's why they gonna always hate you, but they gonna always be your enemy. You can't be joining hand in hand with these people, bruh. You can't be equal with these people, bruh. They never gonna look at you they never gonna look at you equal, bruh. They always gonna look at you as below them. They always gonna look at you as below them. They never gonna look at you as being equal, bruh. No matter what they telling you, no matter what they might say to you, they're not gonna never look at you as being equal. Cause they're your enemies, according to the Bible. They're your enemies. And they always gonna be your enemies. Always. Nothing gonna change, bruh. And they said, there you shall be sold into your enemies. For a bondman, is a slave, and a bondwoman is a slave woman, and no man shall buy you. So he's saying this time we're gonna go into slavery. Nobody ain't gonna buy it, because you had certain people in the Bible that got Israelites out of slavery. You feel what I'm saying? You had certain people that was raised up and got, like Moses raised up and got the Israelites out of their slavery. Because the Most High used Moses to get the Israelites out of their slavery. But he's saying this time, no man shall buy you. No man gonna get us out of our slavery that we in right now. We had leaders that was built up to try to get us out of our slavery, but we still here. You had Malcolm X. Malcolm X tried to get us out of slavery. He couldn't. Martin Luther King tried to get us out of slavery. He couldn't. Marcus Garvey tried to get us out of our slavery. He couldn't. Jesse Jackson tried to get us out of our slavery. He couldn't. All these people that was raised up and tried to fight for us, tried to get us out of our slavery, they couldn't. They couldn't get us out of our slavery. They couldn't allow us to start getting beaten and killed by the police. Why? The Most High said, no man shall buy you. We not going to come out of this slavery until Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh shall come back. No man in the flesh going to get us out of this slavery right now. I seen a video of a nigga talking about he Christ. He the Messiah. A nigga talking about he the Messiah. The only way we're going to get into heaven is if we follow him. A regular nigga now saying that he the Messiah. I'm thinking to myself, nigga, if you the Messiah, get us out of this captivity that we in. If you the Messiah, deliver us out this land, because this is hell for us. Deliver us out this land that we in if you the Messiah. He can't. Because the Bible said, no man shall buy you, no man shall redeem you, but Yahweh Shah, when he come back and save us. That's the only person that's going to redeem us out of this captivity that we in. So, that's just the curses, you feel what I'm saying? That's a curse to Deuteronomy, some of the curses to Deuteronomy 28. Like I said, if you want to go look more into the curses, go to Deuteronomy 28:15 and start off there. But I'm make another video when I get through work, and I'm put the videos together, going into the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Going into the how we know this, how we know that we the original people, that we the original Hebrew. Cause the Bible tell us that. You know what I'm saying? The Bible tell us that. But I'm gonna get into that after I get through working. But I want to give all praise to the Most High, Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah, and I say Shalom.